episode of Chopping It Up Raw with your boy, Abdul the Barber. And man, I got this guy, man, he don't need no introduction, man, but he does. Just for the, hey, my guy says, man, I've been knowing this dude for quite some time, and this guy's a legend, man, in my book, man. So I appreciate you for everything you've done, bro.
Already,
and
man.
I learned a lot from you, man. I learned a lot, man. It's just, you know, it's a blessing to have you.
Yeah, man. Well, shit, I'm happy to be here, bro. We made it. We here,
baby.
Let's go.
Hey, we made it.
Let's go.
Jefferson's, hey.
Yeah, and who would have thought that, you know, end up where it's at? You feel me? Like we started.
Man,
the first one we did was at the old shop.
Yeah,
and, you know,
yeah.
There's been a lot of changes since then. So yeah, here we go. We here now.
Shit, it's been a road. It's been a road.
Yes,
we still got more to do, bro.
We sure do.
Hey.
We just getting started.
Yeah, definitely, man. So today, man, I just wanted to you know, we just gonna rap, man.
Yeah,
so
man,
it's like whatever comes to, you know. Hey, but
well, I know where I want to start, bro. Before we gotta talk about them shits, bro.
Man,
it's hard. Oh, wait, maybe I shouldn't curse, so I'll bleep that out later. Yeah, them joints is crazy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
The Lost and Founds, bro. They came out a few months back, and man, when I seen them, I was a bit skeptical because I was like, I mean, it's just, you know, I thought they were gonna flop, but I love them, man. And they have the aesthetic of like, you would find them in your dad's basement or something, you know, from 1985. It has like the cracked leather, and then the bottom is like, I can't remember what they call it, but
yo, man.
Yeah, they're pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
Hold them up so we, so the audience can see. Yeah,
so the audience can see.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
the red bottom.
Yeah, the red bottoms.
Yeah, not like them red boots, man, that just came out.
No, man, that shit is, bro.
Oh, boy.
What is that, Mischief, right?
Yeah, Mischief.
I think they, from what I remember, they were retailing at $350, I believe, some shit like that. That shit
like
is ridiculous.
$349 too much.
Yeah, right. We didn't do much. The resale, I don't even want to talk about. I looked at I think it was a goat or something. It was like $1,500 and up for that shit. Like, bro, I can't see myself wearing that shit, man.
I mean, to each his own. Shout out to Mischief, you know what I mean?
Right, shout out to them for doing that shit. That shit is,
y'all doing your thing. It's just,
not my
I think our age bracket too, because you know, we've seen it as what it was as a kid. So I think the kids now, it's retro to them. I mean, it's still retro to me, but it's a different kind of retro.
Retro
you feel
to
me?
them,
Like you really just taking something.
Next thing they know, is the Mario hat gonna come out, right?
Mario just walking around with a mustache,
right?
With the whole shit looking like, it's a me, right? I don't know where they're trying to go with that, but shout out to Mischief. You feel me?
Man, keep doing that shit, man.
Yeah. Send us a pair.
Yeah, exactly. Please.
Or him a pair.
They're gonna sit right there on the table. Oh man, yeah, man. I think I seen a picture. Wayne was wearing them.
Yeah.
Then a couple
I ain't seen that.
Yeah. I think he had some photo shoot or some show, and he had them on.
I think Wayne could get away with, like, what you gonna say to Wayne?
Yeah, like you know.
Somebody like, I still got something to prove. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Seth, I seen you Astro boying around town. I don't know, brother, what to tell you.
Yeah. So I don't know who this guy is, but like, he had them and he was trying to take them off, and it's like, he got stuck.
He got stuck. I think I did see a clip. The dude was trying to pull him. Yeah, he had somebody trying. He was on the ground laying.
And the caption was like lawsuit for them, but you know. Yeah, I couldn't see myself walking around. I'm sure it's pretty hard to walk around in that.
Yeah, I mean, where can you even go with these things on? Yeah, I can see if it's a performance or, you know, you're trying to make a statement.
Right.
Walk around, I mean, especially where we at. You're trying to get them to train. And, looks like it's too much. But those right there, my friend.
Thank you, man. I love them. I mean, with Jordan 1s, I mean, anybody that knows that wears them, they're pretty uncomfortable, but
I mean, I think it's worth, you know.
Yeah,
you gotta sacrifice comfort.
It's pretty dope. Yeah, I love them, man. And I have multiple pairs that's like, I gotta have those. Pretty decent, man. But
that's what it's all about, man. Powering through, you know, no matter what it is.
Right. If something you love, man, do it, bro. Do it. I tell that to anybody. Like, if it's you know, something you after, you know, you got to make those sacrifices. That's what it's all about, man. That's definitely what it's all about. So
it's the only way, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, kind of segue into your story, bro. Like, how did we end up here?
Man, you know, sometimes I'm like, I don't even. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, I just, you know, just came here, but it's a struggle. Yeah. It was a struggle, and sometimes, you know, everybody had a good day, they bad days, but like you said, you got to push through it. You got to punch through, bro. And I had a guy. Right here in Yokosuka, man. He's a fellow business owner. He was telling me, like, every day is not Christmas, man. Every day isn't Christmas, bro.
Facts, yeah.
And like when he first said that, I was like, huh? What do you mean? You know? And then like as time progressed, it was like,
started to make sense.
I got it. I understand what you mean, man. And you know, I even with the days that's not so good, I still appreciate it.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
That made the good days that much better.
Right. So. Yeah, man, and everything I've accomplished, and you know, even my failures, I appreciate it because it gets me to where I am now, and gets me further. You know what I mean? So.
Right. And you know, I think when you look back on them, in the moment you feel like, damn, I failed. Like, you know, it ain't working. But it's always the after. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go back and look, and okay, it was a failure, quote unquote, but it really wasn't. It was just a lesson.
Right. Understood.
But yeah, if I do say so myself, yes, quite an establishment
Thank
you
you,
got
sir.
here, man.
Thank you, my good sir.
I love it. It's fantastic. Yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
I mean, you got pool tables, video games.
Yeah, man.
Darts. What have your client feedback been? You know, when they come in and see the shop for the first time.
So for the ones that I start out like this. So for the ones that see me at my old spot, they always come in like, damn, bro, you really like, you know, stepped it up. And, you know, I try to be humble, like, oh, man, I'm just, you know. But for somebody that hasn't been here, most of the time, like, wow, you have a nice setup, man. This is pretty dope. And I think since I've been here, of course, I appreciate it, but it's like from the outside looking in, from someone else's eyes, like, it's like, wow, like, I mean, this is crazy, bro.
It's mind-blowing, you know, because, you know, we all seen the progression. I mean, if you came here and the first time to meet you at this shop, it's dope as it is, but we've seen it from where it was, Yeah.
So when I first met you, I didn't even have the old shop. I don't believe.
Yeah, and I think you was just about to
mobile,
get it. Right. Yeah, you were just mobile. Yeah.
And man, those days were, I needed it though. Traveling. I mean, I had my backpack going up to, you know, Tokyo, Yokohama, and all over the place. And, you know, I tell people that when I made the transition from mobile to brick and mortar, I was a bit like scared because I thought like, well, these people are comfortable and used to me coming to their crib. So it's like, are they gonna not come? You know what I mean? It's always that fear, but I think all my clients transitioned over except one, and then he eventually came. Because he know I was giving out the dialogue said, that hot fire. So.
I mean, it's like, what was that movie, Field of Dreams? You know, if you build it, they will come.
Right? Yep. That shit is, that shit is true, man.
That
shit is
Y'all hear that? If you build it,
they will come.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Because if you don't build it, guess what? They definitely not coming. They definitely not coming.
Hell no.
If you don't build it,
Hell no, man. But
that part.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, we loving it, man. I think, you know, and even just looking around the vibe of it, the feel just. Having more space is one thing, but you even you maximize the space and still made it comfortable. Right. It's still cozy. It's still like a, you know, what's the word I'm looking, like an intimate environment. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Yeah. So I think any newcomers, make sure, listen.
Come holler at me.
This guy, man.
Come holler at me,
Magic
please.
Hands.
I'll take care of you, man. I promise you.
And even while you're waiting to get your haircut, it's tons to do. It's refreshments. It's, you know, you got a big TV that. I don't even know how you got it up there.
Oh man, it was a sweat behind it, but
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But that's how big is that TV, bro?
That's I think 65 inch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
65 inch.
Yeah, I'll find a way to put it in so people, you know, I'll flip the camera around later.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But you know, it's been quite the journey, man. But like. meeting you, bro, and seeing what you have accomplished and seeing what you do,
man.
bro, I'm blown away. Like, bro, this is dope, bro.
Yeah,
and
I appreciate it.
At the end of it all, bro, we are in a different. We are not in. But y'all don't know out there, bro. We in Japan, dog. We in Japan with this.
Very much, yeah.
So
all the way on the other side. Yeah. But we do what we do to make it feel like home, and I think even just us having this community like we have, has made it. I don't want to say bearable because I like Japan anyway. It makes it that much more. You know what I mean? Yeah, just having each other that camaraderie that we share.
That's what we need, man. That's what we need, and we don't see that all too often. In you know, in I think places that we are not the majority. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what's the non-Japanese percentage here? Less than 5%? Who knows how
much, bro?
Terrible. We should know these things, but we just live here. You know me? I don't know. It don't really matter, but yeah, I mean it's Japan, right?
Yeah, so it's Japan. If you lived here or if you know what we're talking about, like you
would
know.
We
don't have to go into
we don't have to. No point. But I would say when I first came out here though, the community wasn't where it is now, or maybe it was, and I just didn't know.
Right.
But it took me a while, and even I probably met you. I had been here maybe a good 8 years, but because I came at the end of 2009, I think, or around there. So by the time I had met you, it was probably 2017-ish, about 5 years ago-ish, around there. So things have changed. Just from when I got here to where it is, man, things have changed drastically.
Man.
Nothing, I wouldn't say in a bad way, but things have definitely changed.
Right. Yeah. Even seeing it, bro. Like I got here in the end, close to the end of 07, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
And I still remember walking around. I had a flip phone, bro.
Oh wow, yeah. Come on now,
bro.
Talk about it.
It was a flip phone. I'm like, yo, this is and seeing like, people walk around with the little pocket dictionaries.
Right.
Wow. That used to blow me away.
Are they juice or something like that?
Right.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And now it's like, wow, this is.
Wow, that's natsukashi.
Yeah.
For those who don't, natsukashi is what you say. It's like, wow, that brings back memories. Yeah.
Great memory. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, it's all for the good. I really like, like I said, I really love being here, man. And I tell people that's new, man, you'll never get bored. You will never get bored.
It's hard. I mean, you have to intentionally want to be, like, if you want to be bored, you can, but it's not possible. You have to go out of your way to be bored.
Yeah. Definitely, man.
I agree. But I mean, I like being here just for the simple fact that I could do what I do, and it's an element of kind of a niche, because we're speaking of the international community in film. It's small, compared, if you look at everything to scale, the film community already is small, and then you trim that down to international people doing things at a certain level, it gets even smaller. So I kind of lucked out in that regard, but it wasn't easy. I still had to work for it. Because it's still a lot of people who are not Japanese that do film, but not everybody has put everything on the line to do it full time. Right.
That is another thing, a whole thing in itself.
Right.
Putting you're not, this is your
this
main.
Is it. There's no plan B.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
this is it.
This
is it.
Like me and you both, bro. It's like,
for sure.
I get it. I get that question. Like, is this your side hustle? Or like, man, hell no, dog. That was a long gone, dog. I eat. This is what I eat.
It's rough. Well, the thing is too. I think if people met, so I'll just be honest.
Okay.
I wasn't always doing this full time.
Right.
I had a job. When I first came to Japan, I did what a lot of people did. I taught English.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I use that as my stepping stone. Okay, I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna learn what it's like to work here and live here, and then eventually I could do what I want to do because I've always had a hustle mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that I could just come here and boom, everything's going great for me. I had to start somewhere.
I wish.
So at one point it was a side hustle, but it went from slowly, step by step, little by little, I was able to step away from doing the 9-to-5 work thing, and nothing wrong with it, but that's just not what I wanted to do.
Yep.
And I always had my eyes set on the target of, okay, I want to full-time be either, you know, videographer, director, somewhere in entertainment and film production. And, you know, by the grace, it happened. Yeah.
Hey, man, hey, hats off to you, man.
Yeah,
You doing your thing, bro.
Appreciate it.
You doing your thing, man. Yeah. You out here, hey, killing it, bro.
It's been a long way. I mean, I started in 2010. That's when I said, okay, I think I could do this. And here we are 13 years later.
Right.
You know, we're just doing it full time.
Got your foot on their neck, man.
Well, where else I'm going to put it?
Yeah. Right. Kicking ass, taking names.
Taking names. But no, I still have a long way to go. I think now this year, making more of it, not a transition out of filmmaking, but in addition to filmmaking, content, you know, kind of like what we're doing now, just content creating, making more things that I enjoy to do, because I love what I do. I just don't always have a chance to do what, you know, produce my own ideas or produce exactly how I want to make something. So when you do client work,
it's like what to their...
It's to their specs and nothing wrong with it. I learn a lot as I go and I enjoy what I do, but I want to just make something where it's just me. There's no outside feedback, and even like what we're doing right now, this is where it stops. You feel me? Like, if we don't like it, we say we don't like it, and that's it. That's the end of it.
I hate to interrupt, but we got to pay some bills. Shout out to Pro Shield, bro. This is your #1 hair and skin moisturizer, man, and it can only be purchased here at Foreign Cuts.
You see that?
Yeah.
Hand it to me now. Hey, shout out to White Dolomite, man.
Hey, for real, bro.
If he ever came out here, we got to get him on the show. I can open this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, for sure, man.
So yeah, only I see the logo on here, so only available here at Foreign Cuts. Hey, you feel me?
This stuff
Oh yeah. Get you right, fantastic.
Bro. Yeah, this will get you right, man.
Oh, that's all right.
You don't need a lot either, man. So
a little dab will do you, huh?
The shea butter base, and I got a lot of essential oils in there. That's, you know, vitamin E, a little bit of argan oil as well, man. So
this is for hair and skin.
Hair and skin.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, man.
Pro Shield.
Y'all check it out. Yeah, man.
All right, well, yeah. Well, now that we done paid some bills, man, shout out to the sponsor, Pro Shield. You'll be seeing more of that on the next episode.
Yes, sir.
Let's get back into it. So, I'm sure you've seen. We just want to talk about music real quick. The Grammys. Did you get a chance to watch the Grammys at all?
So I watched bits and pieces of it, man, and I did see, you know, the Ghetto Boys. Well, the Ghetto One.
Here we go.
Of course, everybody knows that, you know, one of the members passed away. That was
R.I.P. to Bushwick Bill.
Yeah, Bushwick Bill. Yeah. And now you got Scarface and Willie D, the remaining members. And Scarface, correct me if I'm wrong, performed without Willie D, right?
Correct.
And Willie D had some words
he did
that he didn't, you know.
Quite a few. He wasn't too happy.
Yeah, he wasn't happy that, you know, he went on without him, man. But the thing that when I read, he was saying that, like, why'd you do without? I forget the word that he said they used, but why did you do it without me? He felt empty that he just, you know.
Felt slighted.
Slighted, that's the slighted. And I was like, okay.
Right.
You know, but they did other things that was.
Well, I mean, the whole structure of the show, it wasn't but 14 minutes. And Willie D did bring up something that said, you know, they shouldn't have compressed 50 years of hip hop into 14 minutes in the first place.
Right.
If you're going to do it right. And that part makes sense, but also I think in that amount of time, it wasn't enough time to have everybody. And I just think in general, when you're trying to do something of that scale, or when you have to put on a show like that, it's just no time for everybody. So I think to have a representative of the group is cool. And had he not done that, it wouldn't have been a topic anyway.
Right. We wouldn't even be.
Wouldn't even talk about it now.
A blip on the map. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember way back in the day, Diddy's making a band, but there was a scene. I think with Wyclef, he was like, "Look, you can either make the song or you cannot make the song."
Yeah.
So like, you can either go on the show or you cannot go on the show at all.
Dave Chappelle touched on that on the Chappelle show.
On the Chappelle show.
Yeah, that was. I watched it yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
So, they got some. I mean, their music is timeless.
Yeah.
All that music to me back then is timeless, man.
It is.
Like,
it is.
I love it, man. I'm a big fan of like Outkast.
Of course.
Of course. You know, 3 6 Mafia from the crib. So it's like, you know.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, our era of music, you know, not to give away our age because it's not necessary, but that to where it's shifted to where it's at now, you know, and I love the new sound. You know, you gotta let these kids do their thing.
Nothing to take away from because our craft is, you know, craft is just, you know, we have, and I think that, you know, the generation before us probably thought the same.
They thought the exact same thing.
So
like, oh man, it's just, yeah, we just getting old. We're just getting old. That's it. Because I mean, I love today's music. You know, I listen to it. You know, rolling the car on the way out here today, listening to some of the new stuff. But just that sound from that era was different. You know, more instrumentation. Right. Even though, you know, we still making beats with drum pads, but they're sampling things from pure instruments and layering instruments on top of it. Right. So I think now it's much less of that and more automated. Because I'm going on YouTube, I'm seeing kids make beats from their phone.
It's crazy.
They export this app. You can export the beat into another app where you record it, do your auto tune and vocals, all from the phone. It's an app, I think it's called like BandLab or something around this thing, and you could do everything. I mean, you don't have to even go to the studio. Wow. You know, if you're just putting up something on SoundCloud, I don't think you could take it to, you know, like a major level that way, but it's a start. Right. It's a start. Yeah. Gotta start somewhere. Wow, that's
crazy, man. Yeah. Also, I mean, in the music, well, it's music and fashion, man. Yeah. Have you been keeping up recently with the whole like Adidas, Kanye deal?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, but you could tell me more about it.
Man, so as of, I believe this happened last week. Yeah. So of course, Adidas lost a lot of money after, you know, they severed ties with Kanye. Yeah. So there's word out now that Adidas is trying to redraw up a new deal to, you know, recoup or whatever. And from what I remember, Kanye had said that, like, you know, this is okay. Like, I can say what I want and they won't drop me. Right. You know what I mean? And I think that he meant, yeah, they dropped him, but like they need Buddy. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like they, you know, rewriting the deal, man. And me personally, man, I'm a big fan of, I love Kanye, his music, his work ethic, man. But
did a lot for the culture.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did, man. But I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he says. Yeah. And also, I think that he doesn't know how to say it. Just like the comments about the slavery thing was a choice. Right. One of the fellas from TMZ clarified it, like, oh, that's not what he meant. He meant something else. Right. It's just that I think that Kanye needs a bit of guidance on how to, you know, and some may disagree. I can kind of care less, but like he, you know, he's ahead of his time. Of course. In some aspects, but
I think he just, you know, he shoot from the hip. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's just
some people don't like that, man.
Right. They don't like that. They think he should. I mean, yeah, you should think before you speak, but sometimes your emotions take over, and you just
and that's no time. I mean, that's the beauty of being human, man.
Right,
like, you know.
Right. But yeah, at his level, where his voice has that much of an impact,
power,
it's like, probably best if he was a little more careful. But can we imagine a Kanye that's not careful with his words? Then it ain't Kanye, it's somebody else.
It's somebody else, man.
So we take the rough with the bad, and the smooth with the not smooth. We take it on. Being outspoken or being at the top of what you do is why we even talk about it now. Right. Speaking of being at the top of what you do, shout out to the hometown LeBron, man. I mean, he's no longer part of the hometown
kid from Akron
team, but I mean, I'm a LeBron fan always, just because he's from my home state. Right. So.
Likewise, man. That dude he's done some remarkable things, man.
Definitely.
And this guy now, I think now it's probably over now, but the All-Star, he was a team captain. Right. Like, he's probably going to be the MVP of that. You know what I mean? Like, this is his 19th appearance in the All-Star, but this guy, I mean, the numbers don't lie, bro.
The numbers don't lie. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you this. Is it points or rings?
Oh, man.
Because I feel like, to me, Bron is the GOAT. That's it.
It's points. Yeah.
I think Jordan will always have that thing like, I got 6 rings.
Yeah.
Because hey, you got all the points for what?
But then Bill Russell will say, I have, you know, this many rings or
Right. I don't say all he has to do, because that's not an easy thing to do. He had 2 more to go.
Right.
But do you think them other 2 rings would undoubtedly make him the absolute 100% greatest of all time?
No, because all the other accolades, to me, makes up for that. You know what I mean?
I see.
Like, anyway, he'll be great.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he's gonna be great.
He's an all-time leading scorer.
Right, all time.
Ain't nobody.
And if you
look how long it took. Look how long that took. Was it Kareem had his in what, 84?
Yeah, 84. Yep.
So that took damn near 30 years, 29 years.
If you look at that list,
no, it's all
the
top
next
tier.
person that's actively playing is Kevin Durant, and he's like 13 on that list.
Yeah.
And then after that, I forget. It's a long way down, but he won't even make it that far.
Nah.
I mean, I don't think that's not KD's role. He's not going after that.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah, but this guy, man, he has. I can't even name all the accolades that he has, bro. But it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I look at LeBron, bro, like from where he came from and how he came up, I was listening to him, his speech. Yeah. After I think it was the first game after the first game after that, right? Yeah. And it was funny, they lost that game when he was playing OKC, but you know, that's management.
Yeah. Right.
But he was saying like it was because of his family. His family is the starting five, man. Right. You know, and without that, like, what do you have?
What do you
know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. Very true.
But I think a lot of that, you know, those tough nights that you know, you losing and that stuff, it's also needed. Just like what we were saying, you know, failures are needed, man. It's needed, but that guy has
that part.
And it's crazy how people out there still like,
right.
He ain't like what? He's a crybaby, blah blah blah. This, that,
blah blah blah.
Like, come on, exactly.
Right, blah blah blah.
What's the dude from Peanuts?
Wah wah wah. Here with the Charlie Brown teeth. Wah 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 wah. Right.
Yeah, man. But he's definitely, man. And one other thing, man, I get clients coming in all the time saying like, "Whoa, who you think's better, like Jordan or LeBron?" Or, I'm like, first of all, you can't leave Kobe out, bro. Like a lot of people leave him out, and I'm like, bro, like.
For me, that's kind of a default. I mean, I thought that was understood. Yeah, you don't. Kobe will be part of the conversation forever.
Always.
That's not even a movable spot. Right. Yeah, that's. For me, he got his own cat. Like that's his own thing. Like he don't even have anything to do with the rest of it.
Even without that, bro, it's like these guys are different eras, man.
Of course,
you can't compare eras in basketball, man, because everybody had their own. So, in my eyes, they're all great.
Of course,
they're all great. But you know, in Jordan's time, man, like and technology is involved, and you know, we got new this or that. So it's like, even still, they're all great in their time, bro. So
that part, all right.
I don't know. I don't like that argument when I hear that. It's like, let me correct you.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody has their own opinion, so.
Yeah. Sometimes not a well-deserved opinion, but I'm just kidding.
But
everybody
you got a point,
has an opinion.
You got a point.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
So yeah.
Indeed. Well, I think we're getting close to our showtime, but man. I want to say thank you for having me on the show today.
Yeah, likewise, man. Thank you, brother.
I love the new setup.
Always love. Hell yeah, man.
It's looking great, and I'm excited to see, more episodes are coming. Where this thing goes.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, man. Well, I appreciate everybody for watching, man, and till next time, man. Y'all already know what it is. Foreign Cuts Forever. Let's go.